There's a reason why my mom and dad have difficulty talking about my brother. And it's because there is a weird, sense of shame. This is an illness, and we're trying to change that.
And I had a stubborn heart.
I was the middle of three brothers, and so we grew up, as you can imagine, just getting into trouble wherever we went, and Lee was kind of the ringleader of that, I guess I could say.
And you dance just like a flame, and I would lay my hand.
You know, we really looked up to him in every single facet you could imagine. He was the patriarch of our family in the sense of whatever he was into, we were into.
I saw your face in a cloud, and I would lie on every blade of grass to see that old cloud go past.
If we wanted to kind of put a bookend on something, it's very difficult because he was 30 years old. I'm pretty sure I went to my boss and I was like, I think I just lost my brother, and I kind of blacked out, and then when I was home or back in the apartment, we had found out, and it wasn't really real to me until I had to call my dad, you know, and then that's when it just hit, like in an understanding that I can't really describe to anybody. He's not the type of person that anybody would have thought was capable of suicide in the sense, or not necessarily capable, but someone that would, because he was a confident, tall, good-looking, intelligent, driven individual. You know, he wasn't someone that you would ever look at and like, oh, he needs help. You know, like he was the person that I looked up to in every sense of the word, of that I looked to him for help. And so that's what was so confusing to us, because at no time prior to any of this had we ever even heard a call for help in any way. If any of you were lucky enough to be around Lee in one of his moments of inspiration, he was utterly captivating, and everyone in the room gravitated towards him. To be part of what I call the moment of excitement, you knew something was about to happen. He had an intoxicating ability to forever change you in a single sitting. I lived for these moments, when all one could do is just sit next to him and absorb everything that was Lee. He sparked those moments with a simple gesture, rubbing his hands together like this.
We are open-minded about all of you. Everybody has whatever hang-up, and it's okay. We're all friends here. Just reach out to your own friend, reach out to your family, reach out to your brother, reach out to your sister, reach out to your mom, and just talk to them. Lee, I love you, and I love all you guys. Let's go have some fun.
Lee, when he first came up with the festival, it was called Ewok Festival. And so it's kind of funny that like Star Wars is kind of back in the vernacular, especially because our place is kind of cool. It's like 9 acres on a river in a valley outside of town. And so we had zip lines going through, like all sorts of fun stuff out at the place. And so there's big oak trees everywhere, and so that's where the Ewok came from. And so we wanted to give an homage back to Lee, and so that's where LeeWok came out of. And so it's been fun kind of see what we can do with it. What it really is just about getting out in our community and letting people know that, hey, this is something that we can talk about. We're going to raise money for a great cause. We're going to have all kinds of fun. You know, we put a little bit of emphasis on kids' activities last year. I think that's something that we want to trump up even more. You know, we're getting to that age where everybody kind of has small children, and this is a family event. You know, this is something that there's going to be fun for everyone.
This made me the day I felt more fortunate than any time in my life. We're here to bring people together.
I'm friends with Ryan, and I was friends with his brother Lee, and I wanted to come support the OpenMIND Foundation because it's a great cause.
And I hope it brings light to every individual that is depressed or whatever, because there is no need for it. There's always help.
My husband and I drove 500 and I think it's 4 miles or something, 521, I don't know. We drove all the way here to be able to come, to turn around and go back because of this, because we think it's so important.
I feel like their cause just, if more people knew it was okay to talk about it, I really think that's the main point. It's okay to talk about it. Yeah. And we're all going to be better off for it.
For Lee to see this in reflection, the celebration of his life, I don't know what he would think. In many ways, it might be painful for him, you know? I think it really would be. He wouldn't want anyone doing anything for him. But that's what we're trying to do, is tell ourselves that it's more than just you, it's more than just me. It's us.
There were planes in the clouds, and we were on our own. They made the rain come down, and we sailed out on our homes. Well, what do you do when you have nothing to lose?
If you can have that bravery and you can kind of show people that it's okay to talk about, they'll come. You know, they're there, and everybody has someone that's been touched by this in some way.
Pray for rain, start singing. Oh, river, take me. Oh, river, take me. Oh, river, take me home. And they tried